Imagine losing a queen and ending up with 3 hives. Here's how I went from 0 to 3 beehives in just 1 month. Hi, I'm Jonathan. Welcome to my channel, where I'm documenting my journey into beekeeping. My fascination with bees started in school, where I observed the hives of Brother Adam, creator of the Buckfast bee. Curious about his influence? Check out the link in the description. Despite this early exposure, it's taken years to start beekeeping. I'm no expert, just an enthusiast with close to 0 hands-on experience. That's why I'm sharing my journey with you. In this video, I'll take you through my whirlwind month of going from 0 to 3 beehives. Whether you're a bee enthusiast, aspiring beekeeper, or environmentally conscious viewer, I hope my experiences provide insights and maybe even inspire you to consider beekeeping. Let's get into it and see how a complete novice ended up with a trio of buzzing hives. A new bee colony will often, but not always, arrive as a nuke. It's not explosive, and this fetching outfit is not a radiation suit. Nuke is short for nucleus colony. It's essentially a mini bee colony, complete with a laying queen, worker bees, frames of brood, honey and pollen. Think of it as a starter kit for beekeepers. I acquired my nuke through my local beekeeping association club. After taking their introductory course, I joined the group. They're an incredibly friendly bunch, always eager to share their knowledge and experience. We meet regularly to work in the apiary, which has been an invaluable learning experience. When a nuke became ready to take away, I waited until the early evening when the bees had returned from foraging. I closed off the little entrance and carried them to my car. I was all suited up. Yes, even for the car ride home. Once home, it was time for the big transfer. Frame by frame, I moved the bees into their new wooden home. The final step was to get the remaining bees from the nuke box into the new hive. That's done by holding the nuke over the new hive and giving it a pretty good whack. It was definitely a mix of excitement and nerves. Thanks to the club, I gained experience manipulating the frames, how to hold them, and getting used to bees all around me. At the club, there were other people there to help if I got stuck, but I was now on my own. It was both thrilling and nerve-wracking. I'd moved the nuke frames and added new frames of foundation, spacer frame and crown board, and the roof. It all went really smoothly, or so I thought. After getting my new colony settled in their hive, I knew it was important to leave them alone for at least a week. This gives them time to adjust to their new home and start building up their colony. When the time came for my first inspection, I was a mix of excitement and nerves. As I carefully went through the frames, I saw encouraging signs. Larvae at all stages, capped brood, pollen stores, nectar. The bees seemed calm, but there was one big issue. I couldn't spot the queen anywhere. I did notice something unusual though. There were a few supersedure cells. These are special queen cells that bees create when they're trying to replace their current queen. As a novice beekeeper, I thought maybe I'd just missed seeing the queen. After all, they can be tricky to spot, even when marked with a bright colour like red. 5 days later, I did another thorough inspection. The story was the same. No sign of the queen, but the supersedure cells were now charged, meaning they contained larvae. My final check was a couple of days after that. This time, I was specifically looking for 3 things: the queen herself, eggs, or very young larvae. Finding any of these would indicate that a queen was present and laying. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any of them. What I did find were 5 sealed supersedure cells spread across 3 frames. At this point, I had to accept the reality. My original queen hadn't survived the transfer, and the colony was working hard to replace her. Bees are amazing, resilient insects. Even when faced with the unexpected loss of their queen, they have mechanisms in place to keep the colony going. Now, I won't go into detail about what supersedure cells are here. That's a topic for a whole other video where I'll cover the different types of queen cups. But, essentially, these cells were the bees' way of solving their queenless situation. I faced a decision. Should I split the hive or leave it as is? After careful consideration, I decided against splitting. The colony wasn't particularly large, and I didn't want to risk creating 2 weak colonies from one decent one just to try and save an extra queen. Sometimes, as a beekeeper, you have to prioritise the overall health of the colony over maximising numbers. So, what happens next? Well, it's a bit of a tumultuous time inside the hive. In about 16 days from when the eggs were laid, we'll have 5 virgin queens emerging from those supersedure cells. But here's the thing, only one queen can rule the hive. What follows is a bit like a miniature Game of Thrones. Those virgin queens will fight for dominance. It's a battle to the death, with the strongest queen eliminating her rivals. Nature can be harsh, but it ensures only the fittest queen survives to lead the colony. The victorious queen then faces her next challenge, the mating flight. This is a crucial and dangerous time. The new queen will fly out to mate with multiple drones. We're talking 15 to 20 drones, all in one flight. She collects all the genetic material she'll need for her lifetime of egg laying. But this flight comes with risks. Birds might prey on her, or she could get lost or caught in bad weather. If all goes well, she'll return to the hive and begin egg laying about a week later. This whole process, from the queens emerging to establishing a laying queen, takes about 3 to 4 weeks. Here's the kicker. During this entire period, I can't open the hive. Any disturbance could disrupt the delicate process of queen emergence and mating. So now, I'm forced into a waiting game. For the next 4 to 5 weeks, I have to trust the bee's ancient wisdom and let nature take its course. It's a tense time for a beekeeper, especially a new one like me, but it's also a fascinating lesson in bee biology and the importance of knowing when to step back and let the bees do what they do best. So there I was, a new beekeeper with a potentially queenless hive, facing a month-long wait. But sitting idle just isn't my nature. So I thought to myself, what's a keen new beekeeper to do? I decided to have a chat with the manager of my beekeeping club. To my surprise, he had not 1, but 2 nucs ready to go, either for sale or to be moved into full hives. After making sure I wasn't jumping any queues or taking nucs reserved for others, I thought, well, in for a penny, in for a pound, and decided to take both. This time around, I felt much more confident transferring the frames. With the first nuc, I spotted the queen, a beautiful, large queen with a green spot on her back, indicating that she was born this year. It was a thrilling moment. With the second nuc, I didn't see the queen during the transfer, but I made absolutely certain she wasn't left behind in the nuc box after moving the frames and shaking the bees out of the box. I collected these nucs last Wednesday evening, and today is Monday. Depending on the weather, which is absolutely rubbish today, hence why I'm indoors and not outside in the apiary, I might do my first inspection on Thursday, maybe Friday, fingers crossed. It's amazing how quickly things can change in beekeeping. In just a matter of days, I've gone from worrying about 1 potentially queenless hive to managing 3 colonies. It's a bit overwhelming, but mostly exciting. I'm surprised at how quickly my little apiary has grown, and I'm eager to see how these colonies develop. This unexpected growth has really accelerated my beekeeping journey. It's given me more opportunities to practice and learn, and I'm looking forward to comparing the progress of these different colonies. Who knew that a month ago, when I started with just 1 nuc, I'd soon be responsible for 3 bee colonies? Beekeeping is full of surprises. And there you have it, my unexpected journey from 0 to 3 hives in just 1 month. It's been a roller coaster of learning, problem solving and surprises. But that's the beauty of beekeeping. Every day brings new challenges and experiences. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Are you a beekeeper with your own unexpected stories? Or maybe you're considering starting your own hive? Drop a comment below and share your thoughts or experiences. If you found this video helpful or entertaining, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. I'll be sharing more of my beekeeping adventures, including updates on these 3 hives in future videos. And remember, whether you're keeping bees or simply planting bee-friendly flowers in your garden, every little bit helps our buzzing friends. Until next time, keep calm and be kind. Thanks for watching.